I mean,
you'd have him over everyone?
Yeah, can I caveat it?
Sure.
So, if we announced him,
Yeah.
it's out immediately, right? Out for Carlo, right?
Sure.
Hashtag out for Carlo. But at the same time, for sake, Ineos haven't got a clue.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe, that's Stephen Howson, and Steve, we are going to be looking at ranking Manchester United's next permanent manager. I've got 10 managers here.
Am I on the list?
You're not on the list. And you're going to rank them 1, no chance, get out of my club. 5, dream come true. Okay?
Right, go on. Start with Gareth Southgate.
No, we're not going to start with Gareth. Okay, Gareth Southgate.
1.
Put a little 1 next to Gareth Southgate. There we go. Let's start, as we mean to go on, Michael Carrick. Maybe it's a little bit early to give a final grade on him because he's got this sort of known trial period. But just as your sort of initial
Is it a
thoughts,
known trial period? I would genuinely appreciate some... would I? I don't know if I would. I kind of would, but I kind of wouldn't. Like, I almost don't... I spoke about this morning on my walk. On one hand, it's mental. He's potentially could win all games. Mm-hmm. And if you don't give it him then, you're insane.
No, they would give it 100%, of course, yeah.
However, it shows that we are still being reactionary.
Yeah.
We sacked Ruben Amorim to bring in an interim before we appointed an interim.
Yeah.
And then you're sitting on the interim waiting to see whether he's a good interim and you make him permanent or he's not a bad interim and then you bring... Like, it's so reactive. There's no plans. This just shows how bad you run as a football club when you're just sitting there going, like, realistically, we are going, United, what are you doing? And they're going, we'll see how it goes. See how it goes is not a plan for a £7 billion business, surely.
I guess they would say, unless there is a record-breaking revolution under Michael Carrick, he won't be here next season. It's 99% chance we are looking for a new permanent manager next year. But of course, we would be stupid to close the door on a miracle.
Very good political answer.
Yeah. But Michael Carrick, 1 to 5.
Well, right now,
yeah,
he has 4 games into his tenure.
Okay.
3 wins, 1 draw.
You're giving him the ones from 4 years ago?
Why not? It's evidence.
Okay.
Is it not?
It is evidence of a sort, yeah.
Look who he's beat.
Arsenal, City, Villarreal under Emery, and he drew with Arsenal, as Arteta's Arsenal.
Did he play Tuchel as well?
Yeah. Chelsea.
So, not bad.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to give him a grade because obviously you're going to project he's only going to get the job. He's only going to be offered the job should it go well.
Yeah.
So should it go well, it's obviously a 5. Should it not go well, he's not getting the job. It's almost like impossible to give Michael Carrick.
It's a bit of a floating one, isn't it? Yeah. In terms of just your thoughts on him as a manager, from what you've seen at Middlesbrough, what you've seen at United, all the things that go into being manager, the stature, the way he speaks about the club, what you perceive his tactics to be, right now, and obviously this is the one that can change the most, because, I mean...
There's not going to be any more evidence for anyone else, is there?
No, exactly. Everyone else is basically kind of, we know what they are. He's the most up in the air. But as of right now, how would you rank him?
4.
Pretty strong then. You're open to the idea, because I could have easily seen you go that your Middlesbrough CV isn't good enough. I think you're an amazing player, club legend, but if we want to be serious, we've got to go with someone with a better track record.
But what is a good enough CV? Louis van Gaal's wasn't. Well, it was.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
Turned out not to be. Yeah.
Jose Mourinho's, I personally think, has got the best CV in world football.
Yeah.
I don't even care about the failures that he's had. And certainly at the time we appointed him, and even now, I don't think Guardiola's CV has surpassed what Jose did.
Really?
He won everything with Porto. He was rejected by Barcelona with Lionel Messi, and he was like, cool, I'll just go to Inter and do a treble with Inter. No problem. With cast-offs from Barcelona.
Yeah.
Incredible. When he became the manager at Chelsea, they weren't the Chelsea that they went and later became. They became that partially because of him. They were a cup team prior to that. They had a bit of dough, but it was a cup team. What he's done in terms of transforming middling teams into behemoths is unheard of.
Yeah.
His CV wasn't good enough to carry him. Ralph Rangnick's possibly some of the worst meltdowns I've ever seen in terms of a football team. It absolutely fell apart. Eric Ten Hag, up and coming, bit of a hipster choice. Been successful in a smaller league? Nope. Despite delivering trophies? No. Our own Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, another one that was successful in a smaller league. For all of he got Cardiff relegated, it's like taking over the Titanic after it's hit the bloody iceberg. You're going down no matter what, I think. He couldn't do it. Like Ruben Amorim, the next hipster choice, identified as being a genuine up-and-comer. What other options are there outside of Big Sam? We haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
And then David Moyes, who the pragmatic, knows the Premier League inside out, defensive first, fucking boring.
Ready to take the step up, all the stuff you hear about
like,
a lot of other managers.
When you see like some of the most successful managers in recent eras, and those that have been given time despite doing jack shit, like Arteta. Arteta played for Arsenal, played in the Premier League, given time and a structure around him and allowed to make mistakes and come out for a couple of times and win cock all, but been given time to figure it out. Zidane at Real Madrid, probably an outlier because of the squad that he had at his disposal at the time, but still very little experience to go and manage Real Madrid apart from the aura of being Zidane.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola might be the closest sort of thing in terms of who he was as a profile of a player to Michael Carrick. Obviously wasn't homegrown. Guardiola was at Barcelona, but all he'd ever done was manage a B team for a year. This isn't someone that had a ton of experience to go and manage Barcelona. And Barcelona had been Champions League winners a year before he took over, 2 years before he took over.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, inconceivable to appoint such a rookie coach. Whether or not you thought highly of him coming up, like, that would have been like United appointing McKenna a few years back when he was under 18s manager and became Jose's assistant, and then giving him the job. Like, that would have been inconceivable at the time. McKenna's obviously one that's going on, and I'm sure he's probably on the list. Done well with very limited budget, clearly a good manager. I think what let that little trio down, and it's a shame because there could be a real football brain in Carrick, McKenna and Solskjaer. They might really have the right stuff. It fell apart hard, but when you look at the recruitment that they had and the team that they had, I mean, it's probably better than the team we've got now. Certainly got more firepower than the team we've got now. But it was lacking all sorts still. I think, why not Michael Carrick? If it's working, why would you break it?
Yeah.
Why can't it be him?
No, I mean, I wouldn't rule him out at all either. I think the thing you've got to look at outside of it, which we'll never get to know, which is annoying, unless he does some sort of breakdown seminar on his tactical side of things, is can you prove that you are a good enough coach to win those sort of big fights over a long season? Like, that was the thing that got thrown at Solskjaer, wasn't it? You're not tactical enough. You don't have the answers when it's going really difficult.
But that was wrong.
But that was still probably what cost him his job, or partly that perception.
We didn't win a trophy by a penalty kick.
Yeah.
We was in a semi-final as well.
3 semi-finals,
So we hadn't quite gotten over the line. But, going to Paris in the circumstances that we did, one of the biggest nights that we've had post-Fergie, by far.
Yeah.
Going to the Etihad and repeatedly beating Manchester City, it was a bullshit narrative from the start that we played off vibes. Who else? Okay, cool. Why can't anyone else play off those vibes? The same way that people are diminishing the victory at the weekend because, City weren't very good. Oh, right. No one ever gives anyone else credit when United just haven't been really good.
No. Michael Carrick 4. Let's move on. Thomas Tuchel. Someone that was clearly admired by Ineos the season we won the FA Cup. He was one of the people that was spoken to after that season when Ten Hag was manager. There's conflicting reports as to why we didn't go with him then. One was that we didn't like him. One was that he didn't like us. One was that he wanted more money. One was that he didn't like our ambition. A load of mixed messages about that. But clearly a winner. Clearly someone that's done it at the top level. He's won the Champions League at Chelsea. He's done very well elsewhere as well at PSG, at Dortmund, I believe, as well. Doing well with England, but again, how much does that get you? What do you make of him?
Again, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd qualify with England.
Yeah.
It's the when the metal meets the road in it, when you get to the quarter-final stage. That's the only real acid test that the England and the likes of France and Germany, etc. It's the only test that they get is when they come up against peers, and there's only a handful that you can really mess with.
Yeah.
By the way, let's just take it off road for a second. Can you imagine if the World Cup was like the FA Cup?
Just single knockout from the start.
Yeah.
206 teams.
Yeah.
Straight knockout.
Yeah.
That would be unreal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And you could even do like a third round thing, so your Faroe Islands and your San Marinos are gone.
Yeah.
But occasionally you get like Djibouti getting to the semis. That'd be quite cool, actually. Why don't they ever do that? It's because it takes too long.
Money.
And also 200 teams is going to be... How many teams are in the FA Cup from the start?
It's like 800 or something.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Might be a bit less, 600, 650 maybe, something like that.
I can't see it. But it's going to be loads, isn't it? Yeah. How many teams are in the qualifying rounds? 655 teams.
That's at the start of the qualifying rounds.
That's at the start.
So
And then you get a few added
the
in.
92 all get added in as well.
You're probably you're losing more than you get added though, aren't you? Because you're losing half every time. So there's somewhere in the region of 700 teams all in. That's less than there are countries in the world, and we do one of them a year. That'd be good, just once. It's like maybe like some sort of centenary of something, or like just as a one-off. We're just going to do the World Trophy. That'd be wicked.
The World Challenge Cup.
Yeah, I'd like that. Thomas Tuchel.
Forget that. That's a better video.
Yeah.
Someone sim it on Footy Manager or something.
Yeah, let's
do that. Tuchel. I feel like him and Nagelsmann are probably the best candidates out there, so probably a 4.
4, okay. Roberto De Zerbi, Marseille manager, attacking style, managed at Brighton, obviously, impressive. Something a bit weird about him that no one can quite put their finger on.
Yeah, 3.
What is that?
I don't know. I
don't know either.
I agree. I think, do you know what? Like, this never gets thrown at him because he's got a very clearly defined style and philosophy, but I don't think he's got a plan B.
It's always that high pressing.
Yeah, you've seen loads of clangers from his teams because of that style. 3.
Julian Nagelsmann, obviously you know, but for people who don't, World Cup manager this summer for Germany, has got experience at Bayern Munich, and he's one of these sort of 3 or 4 managers in a row that at the time weren't particularly loved by Bayern, but it felt as though they were coming to the end of a cycle, didn't it, that culminated with them not winning the league when Alonso was there. I think his reputation at Bayern has almost grown since he left, because I remember they didn't quite love him, but you look back, he's got like a 75% win rate, and all the stuff that Bayern managers have. Nico Kovac that we're going to get to in a minute is a similar one, where at the time they didn't love him, but you look, he won the Cup, he won the league, he did okay there. But Nagelsmann, younger, progressive, definitely tactically astute. You seem to like him.
Yeah, I'd maybe give him like a 4.1. Just okay. I'd probably nudge him ahead of Tuchel for me. He probably is my number 1 non-Michael Carrick choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like him. The only thing that marks him down is his fashion sense.
So, I mean, I know that's partially jokey.
Is it?
Well, no, it's not. The fashion sense isn't a joke, but the criticism isn't a joke. But in terms of it marking him down, people might think that's a joke. But is there a world where his eccentricity and his uniqueness and personality eventually becomes something that people don't like about him?
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Because 1, this is England. 2, this is Manchester. 3, this is the Premier League. And for about 47 seconds, everyone loved the fact that Amorim wore white trainers and chinos. But when we were getting rid of him, he's just a chino wearing bellend.
Yeah. And the worst thing is, some of the suit, the worst one that he ever wore
was Old fucking Trafford.
Was that suit he wore there.
Awful.
It's awful. You can't really see it very well, but it's got like...
I don't know what Forex he's trying to trade, but no.
Because outside of that, it's not usually as bad as that. But
no, it was Big Night. It was like Big Night. He's got red thong on underneath it.
That middle one's pretty bad as well. Very narrow ankle on it.
Yeah.
Very Milan Euro style ankle on that.
He's got the socks. No socks. The little... Yeah, just no.
So he's a bit of a character, isn't he? Which can be good.
Yeah, it can be good.
Can be shit,
yeah.
To quote Gattuso.
Yeah.
What do you like about him and his style then? If you're a big fan, what is it specifically?
I just think he's a very, very, like, cutting edge kind of coach. He's the sort of innovator that Pep gets a lot of credit for, even though he's just basically just copying what Cruyff would have done. I think he's great. I think he's had a long career despite being so young.
He's 38. That's mad.
He's like 10 years deep though.
Yeah, we started. His first managerial job was in 2016, so literally 10 years ago with Hoffenheim, then RB Leipzig, then Bayern, which again at the time was a bit not sure, but he dragged the last couple of or two of the last three league titles out of that Bayern team before you actually looked at it and went, this team's actually quite crap. And then they had to redo it with Kane and others. And then obviously he's been at Germany since 2023, which is quite a while actually. That's gone by quite quick, hasn't it? He's been there almost 3 years. But that's going to be a post-World Cup appointment. Does that bother you?
Yeah, it bothers me with all the post-World Cup appointments because I don't know if you can even announce that until after the World Cup.
Yeah.
And it'll leak because if you're going, I mean, how do you even go and speak to players? Oh, well, because the first question out the mouth is who's the manager, and they go, can't tell you. Well, I'm not fucking coming then, am I?
Or they go, probably Nagelsmann. Probably, what can I do? Probably. Like I've got four. I've got Man City want
probably
him.
Got Real Madrid.
Barca want him. Real Madrid want him, and you're giving me probably Nagelsmann. Like if they win,
you don't know if he's got a personal relationship with. I actually hate that guy. So,
or Germany win the World Cup and they go, here's 20 million to do the Euros. You can't guarantee you'll even be able to get him. But we'll go 4.1. Another manager that I think is at the top of a lot of people's list, Luis Enrique. I think maybe the only living manager current manager who's won 2 trebles with different clubs, which is amazing, obviously. PSG manager, very experienced, whilst again, I think he's only 52, so he's got that good balance. Do you like
Did he
him?
win a treble post-Messi as well?
No, I think he won one with Messi and then won it at PSG, obviously, without Messi.
Right. I think in terms of the possible gettable CVs, I mean, is there any way in which he goes Real Madrid? I know he's obviously managed Barcelona before, but is that a road he can cross?
I doubt it. I would doubt it because he did play for Real Madrid, but he played for Barcelona as well, and for longer. He managed. I guess he could, but if you manage one, it'd be surprising, wouldn't it? Although he won the Liga with, I mean, what a CV he's got. He won 2 La Ligas with Barca, won one with Real Madrid, won 3 Copa del Reys, UEFA Super Cup. Then as a manager, it was 2015-16. He won, 2014-15, La Liga, Copa del Rey, Champions League with Barcelona. Won the Super Cup, won the Club World Cup as well.
Ago?
10 years, yeah, or 11 years. And then now at PSG, back-to-back league titles, back-to-back French Cups, back-to-back Trophy de Champions, which I think is their sort of Super Cup. And then obviously last year, that Champions League they've been chasing. Why is he not 100% at the top of your list?
I can't put my finger on it. I just think that he's clearly mega.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Manchester United or the Premier League are him.
Okay. So what rating are you giving him out of 5?
I mean, I'd probably have the same kind of reaction if we appointed him as we appointed Tuchel, so I'd have to give him a 4.
4. Okay. Carlo Ancelotti, the Don, legend, won it all everywhere, multiple Champions Leagues, multiple clubs. I think he is in charge of the most Champions Leagues of all time. Like he's won like 5 as a manager, won 2 or 3 as a player as well. It's just an astonishing CV. Probably maybe the best in the world, up there with Mourinho and all that lot.
And Arteta. 5.
Really?
Yeah, but it would also. I mean,
you'd have him over everyone.
Yeah, can I caveat it?
Sure.
So, if we announced him,
yeah,
it's dicks out immediately, right? Dicks out for Carlo, right?
Sure.
Hashtag dicks out for Carlo. But at the same time, go, fuck's sake, Ineos haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
Because you can't waffle all the shit that they've been waffling about long-term projects and club philosophies and this, that and the other and appoint a guy that's older than me dad.
No. It's Ed Woodward stuff, isn't it? So are you still sticking with 5 then? Cause it's,
yeah.
Okay. You want him, you're desperate for him.
Joe, he will deliver us success.
Do you think?
Yes. I mean, not for very long, because let's be honest, time's time. But
do you know what? He's younger than people think.
He's 67.
He's 66, so he's younger than you think.
Right, so he's 67 when he gets here.
Correct. 5 out of 5, unbelievable.
But because at the same time, my excitement and my ability to say how good he was going to be is that 5 out of 5. It's fucking Carlo Ancelotti, mate.
Yeah,
However, it also means, oh shit, Ineos not with a fucking pot of glue. What's going on?
Yeah.
And that's bad. It's the same way with the Michael Carrick thing. Like, them sitting on Michael Carrick, like, will he, won't he? They can either give a political answer like you gave, or, like, they're literally just going, I don't know, let's see how it goes. And neither of those are good.
Yeah, that's true. Mauricio Pochettino. Never been his biggest fan. He's been linked with United for the best part of a decade.
I'd rather they appointed me. I fucking swear to God. I don't think there's any redeeming qualities about him as a manager. I think he's soft as shit. I don't think his tactics are all that. I think he's a fucking widge. Not having him at all. Not quite as boring as tucking your underpants, your shirt in your underpants like Gareth Southgate, but I'm not buying the fucking hype with Pochettino in the slightest.
Out of 5?
1.
Nico.
He puts a fucking seatbelt on to reverse his car, you know that, don't you?
You have to in mind because the what's it called?
Not when you're reversing.
No, because the thingy don't come down otherwise.
Oh, fuck's sake.
The handbrake is an electric one.
The game done gone,
I know,
Joe.
it just, the car just beeps and you have to put
When the CIA takes over your car and throws you off a bridge because you tweeted something they don't like.
Do you know when you're already in a parking space and you're like, oh, I could go forward a bit there, I'm sticking out a little bit, and you just get back in, I put my seatbelt on to go forward 2 feet. Unreal.
Your toilet seat's not going to flush, right, unless you're sitting down soon. I fucking guarantee it.
To be fair,
the game is gone.
Mine often doesn't flush anyway, after I finish with it. Nico Kovac.
I've got to mash it with a coat hanger.
Oh, I've got a spud masher next to it.
Not a wooden one, though.
No, because it gets a bit of... It holds a pong, let's be honest. Nico Kovac, 54-year-old, another one who's managed Bayern, current Borussia Dortmund manager. It's very sort of German-heavy. Eintracht Frankfurt, Bayern Munich, spell at Monaco, then back to Wolfsburg, at Dortmund. Has done okay. Has done the sort of won the league at Bayern thing. But other than that, not tons of big trophies. And a pretty rough time at Wolfsburg with a 34.85% win rate in his previous job before this one. Do you like him?
Nope.
Out of 5?
1.
1? As bad as Southgate?
Mate, this is a Croatian David Moyes.
Fair.
And not only that, unlike David Moyes, he's got the longevity of a yoghurt.
Yeah, he's been at like 6 clubs in 8 years. He didn't stick around.
18 month.
Yeah.
Nico, 18 month Kovac.
Yeah, it's not good enough. Xabi Alonso. Bit of a left field one.
I'd give him a 4, you know.
Would you? Go on then. Why do you like him?
1, it really annoyed the Scousers.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I'm here for that all day long. 2, I thought the Leverkusen team was superb.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed watching them. There was a game away from being like completely undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Properly undefeated.
Yeah,
Not like Arsenal's, we was undefeated in one competition. No. Proper.
They did do Bundesliga undefeated, and obviously they got to the Europa League final and lost to
Atalanta.
Atalanta.
The cup as well?
Yeah, they won the cup.
Know what I mean?
Lost to Atalanta in the last game of the season.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that is a proper invincible season.
Almost.
Not like this pish that the Arsenal did. Lost 6 times, including twice to Middlesbrough. I think, and actually the way he was playing, it was a 4-2-3-1, but it was also, 3-2-5 in possession, mad aggressive with Frimpong going forward. Xhaka looking sensational. I mean, to be fair, he still looks sensational this season in the Prem. I like him. Don't know what went west at Real Madrid. I just don't think Mbappe is conducive to a good environment.
No.
I think he's a fucking widge.
It's certainly not conducive to a controlled environment. I think he let him be him, and if you can't do that, go somewhere else. He had a 70.59% win rate when he left Real Madrid. And I think it seemed to stem from that you've got a group of players that are used to sort of go out there and, sit back when they're attacking us and, everyone sprint forward when they're not, to actually trying to implement a proper modern structure, and they just went, fuck off. I didn't leave PSG for this shit.
Same at PSG. Like, you watch when PSG had Neymar, Messi and Mbappe up front, and 7 players were doing so much running because those 3 were playing ping pong at the top.
Yeah, and you see like a little 20-second highlight on Twitter or on TikTok where the most incredible flicks and one-touch passing, but when you watch a full game, it's like you said, 7 players doing everything and then stood on the halfway line. It was
literally
ridiculous.
chatting.
Yeah,
literally having a chat. Like, looks like we got the ball here. Better run.
Is he enough of a Liverpool legend for us to not be able to get him?
No.
As in, not necessarily for us to be able to, but like politically, but do you think he would be up for joining us?
Ask the question.
There's a lot of fours in this list. These are managers. You like some of these? Eddie Howe. He's on the list.
I should have been on this list. One.
Wasn't it weird that Jamie Carragher said, I just can't see Michael Carrick winning the Premier League as Man United manager and Monday Night Football? And then they asked him who we should have, and he put Eddie Howe on the list. How can you see him winning the Premier League more than Michael Carrick? No sense. One. Oliver Glasner. We might finally break this 4-1 rating system we've got here.
3.
Yeah. It's all gone very weird at Crystal Palace, though, hasn't it?
Well, they sold all his best players.
Yeah.
I think he's quite right to kick off, and I would hope that he would kick off at United as well. And I also hope he wouldn't do that. But you're selling all his best players. You're clearly not getting anything back.
Yeah.
You won a cup with them last season. If anything, you need investment, not asset stripping. The only drama, the major drama with him, is that he plays a 3-4-3 at Palace right now, and I know that he's on record saying that's not the formation I want to play. It's the formation that fits the players best. But again, Ineos, from an optics point of view, sacking Ruben Amorim, probably because he was playing 3-4-3, and then hiring the only other guy most of the general public know play a 3-4-3 is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So I think that's nuts if they do that. I also think that, yes, he's won a cup with Palace. Need a bit more than that.
Yeah, it's not a massive CV, but he is Premier League proven. He's 20 games unbeaten with a mid-table
very good
Premier League
very
team.
good, yeah.
He's had some great.
Might a little bit more than that.
Okay, and finally then, and this is a weird one because unless he'd been linked with us, I would never have brought him up, but he has by many people. Enzo Moresca.
I don't know why Emery's not on this list, because Emery probably would have been. I think Emery would be a 3.5.
Okay.
I think Emery would be one that I wouldn't be #Dick Salvacalo, but I also wouldn't be fucking hell who's got some rope. Gareth Southgate's here.
Yeah.
I think it would be like, okay, done really well with Villa. Bit premature with some dicks when he was there at Arsenal. But yeah, above average. Not mega excited, but certainly not devoed.
Yeah.
Hopeful, optimistic. Moresca, just don't see it.
Why do you think we've been linked with him? Because it's not like fake stuff either. It's like
because he's fucking available, probably.
I think.
I don't know. I really don't know.
And wasn't part of the reason he left Chelsea because he was sort of flirting with City and was having chats about replacing Pep? Like, why would we get someone that we know wants to get the Man City job? Because imagine someone did leave United for City. That would be insane, wouldn't it?
I really don't know what's going on with Pep. They look like they're feathering the nest for him leaving.
Yeah.
They really do. I mean, what they've signed in the last 12 months is bonkers. I mean, United was like, we had a pretty good summer. We signed 3 forwards. We signed a new 11.
Yeah. We spent 470 million since last January.
It's not even about the money, I think it's about, because obviously Liverpool spent more than that, but it's more the fact that you brought in 11 players. Yeah. That's the power in it. It's not the fact that you've spent X on whatever players. It's the fact that you brought 11 players in. That's so powerful. I mean, even what's going on with Trafford. Like, hey, you're the new Manchester City keeper. For a week.
Yeah, it literally was a week. So here's the players that they've signed in the last sort of...
full starting 11.
Yeah, it's actually mad, isn't it? So they've got Semenyo, Reinders, Aït-Nouri, Cherki, Trafford, Donnarumma, Gay, Naipan, Bettinelli, Max Eleni as well, who actually no, he came through the academy. And there's the link with even more as well. There's also missing from this is...
I wonder if they've had a bit of a tickle about the charges maybe, and they've gone, let's just go bananas now because we're definitely getting hit with a transfer ban.
Yeah.
I hope that's the case. I don't have the confidence that it is the case.
That also missed off Omar Marmoush, Nico Gonzalez, Kusinov and Vitor Rice and Savinho as well.
And Donnarumma.
I think I mentioned Donnarumma, but yeah, it's literally a full 11 as you've said. That's insane. And also, if you look at them...
Cherki.
Other than maybe Cherki and Marmoush...
Donnarumma.
I guess Donnarumma as well.
I mean, Gay as well.
We don't know with him yet. It's too early to say.
Nah, he's good. He's very
But
good.
I'm not saying they're not good. No, they're not guaranteed to start. They've not all come in and like Ryan does look like it to start with, but he's been very much in and out recently.
He loves that with a signing, doesn't he, Pep?
Yeah.
He's like, here you go, have a look at him. Never see him again.
Yeah, and then he comes back 18 months later and he plays in a completely different position. Yeah. He's a centre back now. So what are you giving Moresca out of 5 then, finally?
Fucking 1.
1.
Just not impressed in the slightest.
If you were Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox, you're that person put to 1. Or you're in the room with them, and they say, Steve, give us the name. Who do you think we should go for? We'll put Michael Carrick to one side. We'll give him the rest of the season. That's bubbling away in the background, no matter who you say. But we need to approach someone on your behalf. Who are you going for?
I'll go with Nagelsmann.
Yeah? Get him in.
No, it's one that I've wanted for a while. There is a small part of me that's like, I wonder, with the right structure in place, even though it ended really bad, with Jose Mourinho.
Really?
There's a little bit of me that thinks, run it back.
That's mad if we did that. That would be crazy if we did that.
Is that Jose Mourinho's music?
It would be hilarious though, wouldn't it? Right, cheers, Steve.
What is Jose Mourinho's music?
It's definitely him singing something, but singing it weirdly well.
Reckon?
Yeah.
I did it my way.
Yeah, something like that. And you go, he's actually got a bit of a voice on him, which is pretty...
You can tell he's got an accent still.
Yeah. But he's got some depth and some warmth to that voice.
I did it my way.
My way should definitely be his autobiography. Right, thank you very much for joining us. Check out the Paddock merch if you haven't already. We've got these jumpers, we've got loads of other stuff as well. T-shirts, hoodies, everything you could imagine on there. The link to that is in the description. Cheers, Steve. Get your thoughts in at home as well on all of these managers. Who do you like the look of as the Manchester United manager for next season? We'll see you in a bit.